So, you happen to find yourself flying in the stratosphere and cruising near the speed of sound. Exactly how do you plan to get from the edge of space to the edge of a runway? How and when do you descend and slow down? And how do you program it all into the FMS? Find out on this episode of Jet Quick Tips. The first thing we'll want to do is review the standard instrument arrival procedure as assigned by ATC and shown here. In this case, we are assigned to descend via the Suzy 6 arrival with the wind-due transition and to expect ILS for runway 18 left. So we'll go ahead and select that in the FMS. Once that's done, we'll begin inputting the required crossing altitudes on the VNAV page. The first altitude window is over the waypoint Solo with 17,000 feet as the at or above altitude and 23,000 feet as the at or below, meaning we can't be above 23,000 nor below 17,000 when flying over Solo. In addition, we'll need to plan to transition to 280 knots. With the split FMS system like the UNS-1B, it's standard practice to enter the bottom altitudes on one FMS and the top altitudes on the other, so you can see the minimum and maximum descent rates needed to achieve specific altitudes over certain waypoints. At Gaboo, we'll need to be at or above 13,000 at 250 knots. After that comes Suzy, which has a top of 16,000 and a bottom of 10,000. Vader is at or above 8,000. MigTech is at or above 5,000 at 220 knots. And finally, Jedi is at 4,000 at 210 knots, which means you must be at exactly 4,000 over Jedi. That's great and all, but how do you know when to even start the descent? Simple. Input a nominal rate of 2,000 feet per minute, and this should give us our top of descent, TOD, entry point on the MFD. You may sometimes get this error when inputting your vertical speed. No need to panic, just delete the relevant no link and sequence your points. One final note. Be proactive in managing your descent rate and airspeed. It's very difficult to descend at the rate you need to meet a crossing restriction and a speed restriction if you miscalculate or are behind due to high workload. And never forget that no matter what the arrival says, be slower than 250 knots below 10,000.